An inspirational speech about his own life that will motivate you to chase your dreams. Please help me welcome Jay as he presents his speech titled, Follow Your Gut. Follow Your Gut, Jay Heilbrunn.
We all have these moments in our lives where we think, wow, if someone would have told me a year ago I'd be here today, I would have called them crazy. Well, that thought was going through my head last March. I was sitting in the Los Angeles airport waiting to board a one-way flight to Guatemala. I was 18 years old and all by myself. I had no cell phone, I had just a backpack, and knew no Spanish other than hola and gracias. How did I end up in this situation? Well, let me take you guys back a couple of months. I was 17 years old when I entered college and did so essentially because I believed it was the right thing to do. I had an incredible high school experience and one that I'm truly grateful for. I had a great group of friends. I was involved in the soccer team and my class council, and I worked hard in my classes and got good grades. And in the community that I grew up in, it was expected that after high school we go on to college if we could, and so that's what I did. And I got into the Ohio State University, and I was super excited. I was going to study hard, and I was going to get ripped in the gym every day, and I was going to go to all the fun parties that everyone hailed college would have. And I soon realized that things in life don't usually plan out exactly how we think they will. And 3 days after arriving in Ohio, I noticed some red, itchy bumps on my inner thighs, and they were extremely painful and uncomfortable to the point where I was waddling almost everywhere I went, just because the graze of my shorts on my skin was aggravating. And for the entire semester, I was waking up almost every day and every week with these hives or rashes just breaking out on my legs and my arms. And I saw a bunch of doctors, and I had skin prick tests and blood drawn and my back allergy patch tested and stool samples. I had everything you could think of, and they had no idea what was causing my skin to erupt. And being a freshman in college, halfway across the country, not knowing anyone, and having all my close family and friends back home, I became very unhappy and actually developed severe anxiety. And I started to question the why in almost every aspect of my life. Why am I even here, living on this earth? Like, what is the purpose of all of this? And then I started to think, wow, what if I died in a month, or a year, or 5 years? Would I be happy? And I've always had this deep fascination with other ways of life, and this curiosity to go explore and experience other cultures. And so I'd be sitting in my bed at night, staring up at my ceiling in my dorm, and I just imagine myself trekking through these foreign lands, and I'd have just adrenaline like coursing through me, and I'd get all excited and my heart would start hammering in my chest, and then this other voice would say, Jake, no, you can't leave school to do this. And I started thinking about I could take the next semester off to travel. And so I'd get all excited, but then this other voice would come in and say, you have to stay on this path, no one else is doing it this way, you need this safety net, this degree. And so I spent a couple months tinkering with this idea. Do I follow my heart and my gut and travel, or do I stay in school and do what was expected of me? And so I eventually took a leap of faith on my gut, and fast forward 2 months later, I'm in this rural northern Guatemalan town, living with a local family, and I'm teaching English in a school, and I was 18 and I had no requirements to teach English, but I wanted to do it and I was motivated, and I found a way to make it happen. And after a month there, it was an incredibly eye-opening experience. I spent the next 3 months solo backpacking and volunteering throughout Guatemala, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica. And I met the most inspiring people from all over the world, from different walks of life, different stories and backgrounds. And I went to the most exotic locations. I trekked through ancient Mayan civilizations. I climbed up pyramids in the jungle. I went volcano boarding, which I didn't even know you could do. And I saw so many amazing sights. But most importantly, after my journey, I realized that true happiness and inner peace and fulfillment stem from the process of following your own true path, despite what others might say or think. And now I'm writing a book on my travels and my decision to follow my gut, with the intention of inspiring countless youth and adults around the country, and my message is that we must be proactive in pursuing our dreams and have the courage to listen to our inner voice. The initial step of taking action, which for me was leaving school and then booking that one-way flight, was the most difficult part. But when we take a leap of faith based on our intuition, the universe works with us and not against us. Thank you.
Today, Alan will present project number 7, research your topic. From the Competent Communication Manual, the topic of Alan's speech is the national debt, its current size, its history, and composition. During the last 5 years, Alan has researched this topic, as well as the related subjects that include the